All right, everyone, welcome back for another episode of Carnivore Trades. Today we're just going to look at a few commodities here, starting off with lumber. Uh, I talked about on Twitter, we had a little bit of a cycle date coming up this week, and that was actually for today. So the cycle window is usually about 3 to 4 days on either side of the date. I did pick May 3rd based on a weekly time frame. Uh, Lumber pierced 1500. I think it actually got up as high as 1600. Yep, 1600 right on the dot there. As you can see, the RSI is heavily diverged. It's extremely overbought. We're looking at an extreme greed scenario. And if I don't trade futures, if I did, I would absolutely scale in short here with a small position. And I mean, this thing's just so overextended. I know it's parabolic. You say, oh, you're crazy to short that. Trust me, this thing will come in. It's going to have a massive retrace. I do expect it to come back into close to $1,000 over the next couple of weeks or months. All these types of parabolic moves end the same way. This is no different, really. If you take a protractor up to the screen, this is probably like an 80 to 85 degree angle. It's an unsustainable trend, and it'll come back in just like it did, last summer and last fall in when it topped out in August and September there. So I want to talk about some more commodities as well. The RSI here. Really. Quick move on to silver. I talked about silver last week in the Wall Street from Main Street video. We talked about this head and shoulder pattern here. We had the failure, and I said, hey, expect a big move on silver. Boom, up to the upside today, 4.41%, excuse me. And I do expect us to go push up to 28. If we get through that, I mean, you're looking at $30 as the next big resistance area. And you've got one hit, kind of an in spirit of hit here, and another hit. So, I mean, you're hitting this for the third time. If you go up to $29 and we go up here and we start consolidating, bam, this thing's going to be blast off to the upside. So definitely keeping an eye on this. Gold had a pretty nice day as well. The GLD was up here, see it on my screen there. Let's check the actual gold futures. Yeah, 1.4%. Nice little push. It's consolidating right underneath that 100 moving average. This thing's going right up to 1850. You get through that, you're going right to 1900. So really liking the precious metals right now. Also want to take a look at oil because I just think this chart is so fascinating. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the oil chart. I love this pattern. So this is just so cool, right? So here's your high inside bar, 64.88. All this is inside bar, bearish consolidation, right? You got above, you pierced through that, and then so Thursday, you closed at 64.87, 1 penny below the high here, which technically, on a technical basis, still makes this all inside bar. However, on the weekly chart, if we look at a weekly time frame, this is actually in a pretty strong technical position. You got all the moving averages trending up. You're above this breakout area. If we go back, you guys can see this little guy, this trend line here that I've had. Look at this nice breakout, big breakout, and then now you're consolidating above that. So the weekly time frame, which is the more dominant time frame, is telling you that this wants to move higher. But in the short term, it's very tricky because you have this inside bar, and I'm going to be watching this like a hawk. It's a very interesting pattern. Until we close above this high, technically this is still inside bar. And you could come back down and test this 100 moving average in the inside bar low, or when you get through that, I think you're going to probably move down to anywhere from 51 to 54. Got support in that range. Got the 200 moving average there as well. But very interesting stuff. I just wanted to give a little update. Commodities are moving crazy today. Pretty much every commodity is parabolic at this point. Yields still consolidating, and we're just going to keep an eye on that. But anyway, thanks again. Take care. We'll try to get out another video later this week. All right, guys. Have a good one.